This is a certified hood classic.
I just seen this video on YouTube. I'm like, man, we gotta check it out, bro. It says this YouTuber's videos got him 5 years in prison. If y'all don't even know, if y'all don't know, some people might not. My boy Omni with the Hellcat. If y'all don't know, man, bro is a legit real YouTuber. You know, it's not a lot of real YouTubers out here. There's a lot of YouTube companies out here. There's a lot of people that be just posting rain videos, all types. He is a real YouTuber, bro. Was really doing it. So I'm really wanting to check this video out, man. Y'all do your boy a favor, man. Hit the like button. Go down below. Subscribe to your boy, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, fam. I love y'all, man. ODG for life, man. Without further ado, let's get started.
May 16th, 2019, YouTuber Omi in a Hellcat uploaded his first video titled Payday at Reloaded Construction. The vlog ends with a very deep message.
Always remember, live life the way you will want to live it.
Facts.
You only get one chance at this, one shot at life. One
Facts.
chance, one shot, that's it. Any mistake that you make, it's done. You're done.
Facts.
Little did Omi know, starting this YouTube channel could have been the one mistake that would ultimately land him in federal prison. That very first video that Omi posted got 60,000 views in the first 3 days.
Damn.
The video shows Omar stepping out of his...
Man, don't we all wish, don't we all wish, man. I ain't even gonna fake it with y'all, bro. Like, first video I posted got probably 7 to 10 views. 3 of them came from me checking to make sure the video was live. 7 of them came from me just looking to make sure that anybody else has seen it, if anybody else has checked it out. So all 10 of those views came from me. But it is what it is, because now we here, you know what I'm saying? We here these days, my boys, and I got y'all to thank for that. I appreciate that, fam.
His
I appreciate
mansion,
that.
walking down his long driveway with more than 15 all-white cars parked in it,
Damn.
and telling the viewers about his entrepreneurial endeavors.
That's what's
From
up.
there, he drives to his first nightclub that he owns, where they are
Damn,
doing
okay.
renovations. Then he goes to his second nightclub, where they just made the final
Okay.
touches before opening. Omi
I fuck
continued to
with
post
that.
vlogs that started with motivational messages about life.
You have one thing, an advantage over a lot of people. You're free, you're young, and you're healthy. No excuses. Stop trying to keep up with everybody. Stop going out buying Balenciaga.
Typically, the middle of his videos would be him
like
tending
that.
to his businesses, buying expensive clothes, jewelry, new cars, vintage cars, tour buses, and even houses. For a wildly successful man, he was relatable, down to earth, and kind.
Yeah, man. You know, as you climb the totem pole, you'll see a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a lot of that. It's some people that just you can't relate to because they was never relatable from the beginning. From the beginning, they was never relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm like one of the people. I don't care, bro. I don't care if I got $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. I'ma treat the janitor and the CEO with the same type of respect off rip. Now, obviously, bro, you know, you get to talk to the janitor, you realize that he got more real qualities than sometimes the CEO. CEO might just be good in business, or he might just inherited some shit. So you can't just look at somebody with money and just always expect them to be like, oh, you're a better person. It's like, nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Not really. It's not all the time. Not all the time. They might work harder. They might have found a niche. They might have did this. They might have had that. They might have got a handout. And some niggas just be faking. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, when you find somebody genuine, it don't matter how much money they have in their hands, they gonna be genuine all the way around.
Far from the narcissistic rich assholes we typically see on the internet.
Facts.
Within 2 months, he reached 100,000 subscribers.
That's
By the
what's
end of
up.
summer 2019, he had 300,000 subscribers. But every time he was asked about how he obtained his wealth, his answers were extremely vague.
What do I do for a living? Started off as an app developer.
By the way, drink water. But as Omi spent more time
Okay.
showcasing his lifestyle on the internet and being more open about how he made his money, he caught the attention of the FBI. And on November 20th, 2019, just 6 months after his first video, they raided his home.
Fucking bitches. You know what I'm saying? I know, it is what it is. You do the crime, you pay the time. Shut up. Look, what I'm trying to say is, bro, let this nigga do what he doing, bro. Like, motherfuckers, he done made it. He a cheat code, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't out there faking it and you know what I'm saying, flaunting it all around for people to see. You know what I'm saying? Bro just on here doing his videos, talking shit, motivating people and shit. FBI like, we don't like that nigga.
This
Ready
case
to
file
shit.
shows 88 lines of personal property that the federal government seized from Omi. Over
Yeah,
the
I
next
bet.
couple of months,
And what you think they did with it, bitch?
the
ass?
FBI confiscated $5,875,000, 58 vehicles, including a 2020 Lamborghini Huracan, a 2019 Lamborghini Aventador, and a 2019 Audi A7. They also took 21 properties, including buildings in downtown Philadelphia and mansions in the suburbs.
Bro, that is heartbreaking, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. That's heartbreaking. Golly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Work all that time. I don't care what y'all think, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all love these pharmaceutical companies that sell drugs to kill people and shit. They don't sell the cure. They sell the drug to prolong the shit. Like all type of shit. HIV medicine, all type of that shit. All type of shit. They sell shit to prolong you. Prolong you living so you can keep on paying money. Everybody love them. Oh my God, I love them. Express Scripts, all that shit. But they hate drug dealers, all that shit.
You would think that in a
Y'all the
situation as
biggest
serious
drug
as
dealers.
this, Omi would keep quiet. But as soon as this happened, he went live on YouTube to tell his fans about the raid. At
Well, you need to
first,
make more
he thought
money.
the feds were after him for tax evasion, which was partially true, and Omi claimed that he was innocent. But it wasn't just taxes that the feds were worried about.
Bro, when I tell you they took everything, they took every SD card, every camera,
Damn.
every television in my house. Houses, IPTV is a gray area. You know, the Copyright Act hasn't been updated since the 1960s. And you know, I hit a fucking gray area and exploited it, and they just didn't like it.
Omi thought he had found a loophole in the US copyright law and was exploiting it. Now, if at this point you're feeling extremely confused as to how this guy even got into this situation in the first place, this is exactly how his hundreds of thousands of fans felt. Ironically, once the
Wow.
feds raided him, that's when Omi started opening up about exactly how he made his fortune. But first,
okay.
a word from today's sponsor.
No, boy. No. Hell no.
Awesome, click the link in the description and enter PatrickCC20 PTV, whose real name is Bill.com/PatrickCC20. Omi and a Hellcat, whose real name is Bill Omar Carrasquillo, operated a large-scale internet protocol
Nigga from Hawaii and shit, no.
television, or IPTV, piracy scheme in which they fraudulently obtained cable television accounts and then resold copyrighted content to thousands of their own subscribers who could then stream or play back content. This piracy scheme all started on
Okay.
Kodi. Kodi is essentially just a media player that's
Okay.
available on
Okay, that's some bullshit, bro. I knew it, bro. And you know what I first thought? I'm like, oh man, he's selling drugs, blah blah blah. That was my fault. I didn't even know. Cause you would think all the houses, all the shit, FBI raiding you, you'd be like, nightclub, boy got nightclubs. You think like, this nigga selling drugs. And he's probably gotta be selling cocaine. Cause weed ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe now it is, but back then it wasn't. And I'm thinking like, damn. But you talking about he resold some shit off Kodi. And for people who don't know Kodi, that shit be like when people be hacking the jailbreaking the fire stick and shit like that, and they be putting Kodi on there. Obviously, you get these movies. My nigga, bro, it's plenty of websites out here that are doing just that. They want to try to crack down on one guy. All
any
right.
device. People use Kodi
Indeed.
to watch videos, podcasts, movies, play games, listen to music, etc.
play games
However,
on it?
Kodi doesn't make its own content. It's an open source streaming platform that anyone can make apps on. Because of this, it's mostly known for people who watch pirated or stolen content. Most people used Kodi on Amazon Fire Sticks.
Right.
They would go on the Kodi app, install all their favorite networks, and stream content for free. But it's
Right.
not that easy. A lot of these add-ons can be riddled with malware or just end up being bogus apps that don't work or stream low-quality content.
Right,
which leads to
right.
people Googling things like best Kodi add-ons for free and searching through blogs to find out what apps are the most trusted, like The Crew or Daddy Live. Not only does researching and
Okay.
installing these apps take a little bit of technical skill, it also is just a lot of work. Around 2016, Omi was exposed to this and saw a huge opportunity. Omi would buy Amazon Fire Sticks for $40, jailbreak them, or install all the best and most trusted apps onto Kodi, then resell them for about $120 to $150 to his customers.
Nigga, are you mean to tell me y'all bitches took this nigga in for that? Yeah, well, no wonder y'all took him in, because this is better than selling drugs. This is better than selling drugs. You selling entertainment. That's the biggest drug. That and sugar, bruh. Likes on Facebook, sugar, and entertainment, bruh. That's
Essentially
the best
giving
drug.
customers cable TV for a one-time fee. The reason we know this is because he had no problem telling people his scheme.
And back when Kodi was popping, you know what I'm saying, I was one of the first ones doing Kodi sticks. And that's how I started making a lot of money.
That's what's
Buying
up,
these
man.
boxes from Amazon already preloaded and just reselling them for more money. I'll buy them for $50, sell them for $120, $150.
Right.
And I was selling thousands of fire sticks. I'm talking about a lot of fire sticks.
That's what's up.
In 2016, Omi said that he made $1 million flipping Fire Sticks.
Man, I ain't mad at that, bruh. I ain't mad because you could go right on the internet and watch these shows. The only thing he doing is bringing that shit to your TV. You could go right on the internet and watch these shows. And in fact, if you hook up your laptop and shit like that to your TV, you can stream all these shows, all these websites and all this stuff, bro. You can do all of that. You can do all of that. Man, that's some bullshit.
That gave him enough money to fund his next piracy venture,
Amazon still
which would
get
make him
paid. Did y'all rate Amazon?
tens
No.
of millions of dollars. By this point, Omar was kind of a regular in the online piracy community, which is surprisingly large.
I was a negative person in Kodi because I was like a wrestler. There was good guys and there were bad guys. I was the bad guy because that's how I got people's attention.
He was known by the username Target in 1080p. His YouTube channel was originally named Target in 1080p and
Oh,
featured
Lord.
videos of him discussing things in the IPTV space. One particular man named Dexter took a liking to him. Dexter was a developer and Omi was the financial backbone. Together,
Right.
they made an app for Kodi called Gears TV, which was
Okay.
inspired by his favorite video game, Gears of War. Gears TV was Omi's all-in-one digital content package with some of your favorite shows like Game of Thrones, Better
Damn.
Call Saul, Twin Peaks, all of the major networks like
You know, I like Better Call Saul. though.
ABC, ESPN, and Fox, channels that are only shown in the UK and Canada, and even more premium packages like NFL Sunday Ticket. Gears TV
Damn.
provided all of that content in 1080p resolution for as low as $15 per month. If someone were to pay for
Damn.
regular cable, it could cost them anywhere from $60 to
Nigga, do y'all still have that, bro?
$200 per month. But how was he able to do this? Essentially, what Omi did was purchase cable subscriptions from Comcast, Spectrum, Verizon, DirecTV, and Frontier Communications. These cable subscriptions come with a box that contains encrypted media. Omi purchased decoders from China to remove the encryption, then capture cards to download the content and send it to a server where it would be redistributed over the internet to his subscribers.
Woo,
Gears
that's
TV
dope.
was cheap and provided way more value and content than any cable company could ever compete with.
This is really Robin Hood. This is really Robin Hood, bruh. This is really Robin Hood. This man is stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. I don't give a fuck what y'all have to say. That man is stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, bro. I'm telling you, man.
And word spreads fast in the IPTV community. Omi went from making $5,000 per week to $400,000 per week in just a few months. The indictment
Damn.
claims that in total, the defendants received more than $30 million in subscriber fees. Omi said he was still living in the hood of Philly at this point, and nobody knew the kind of money he was raking in. His
Right.
first purchase was a 2016 Camaro SS 50th Edition, his
That's
dream
what's up.
car. Keep in mind, Gears TV was no small operation. They had large servers, customer service representatives, and the government did have their eye on these schemes. As it got more popular, the monthly price increased, which pissed off customers as their $15 per month turned into $20, then $30, then $40, getting closer and closer to regular cable prices.
Right.
Omi sold his app to a private investment company in 2018
He got that St. Louis Cardinals on, though, so I can fuck with him, man. I can fuck with my boy. Boy, got 3 rolls on the back of his
for a
head.
whopping $40 million. This was
nigga is a
perhaps his most
businessman.
genius move, because not too long after, Gears TV shut down. But it
Damn.
did not stop there. Omi used his large payout and expertise to build a new and improved app called Reloaded TV. This was everything Gears was and more, with a way better interface and higher quality content. Reloaded very quickly became one of the biggest apps in the IPTV space because of its great user interface and reliability. It's unclear what exactly happened to Reloaded TV. It seems like it wasn't around for very long, because in 2019 Omar abandoned the Target in 1080p name and changed it to Omi and a Hellcat. And he stopped talking about the IPTV space as a whole. He claims he knew the industry was dying and the feds were cracking down on other apps similar to Reloaded. Now, is it possible that Omi's YouTube channel alerted the FBI? Not necessarily, but it didn't help his case. Anyone who is in the business of distributing media knows there are others trying to steal it, but Omi's YouTube channel promoting his own brand and attaching a face to the scheme just made it that much easier to identify the perpetrator.
Well, I mean, he wasn't exactly too secretive about it either. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said, well, why I shut down, why I stopped doing that, why I stopped ripping off, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, you know, you brought it on yourself, bro. I can't fake it. Yeah, you did bring it on yourself.
Bragging and flaunting his wealth could have pissed off authorities, and yeah, they're human. Maybe they did want to put him in his place a little bit. Maybe they were harsher on him than others to make an example out of him.
No, they just hating bitches, bro. He found a glitch. That nigga's a glitch. He's a glitch. He found a glitch in the system. He exploited it. He made fucking money, bro. That nigga made drug dealer money, bro. He made Mexican cartel money, bro.
In one vlog, Omi found out that federal agents boarded his flight to the Dominican Republic to make sure he wasn't trying to flee the country. But you have to remember that all of the information I just gave you, his audience didn't know about. They had no idea why the FBI was after him. They just knew Omi had to restart his life.
Please continue to support this channel. I'm gonna stay strong. I'm gonna try to beat this shit. They broke me. They broke one of the strongest people I know, which is me. They broke me, but no one got me to this position. Only but me. Start taking responsibility for your actions.
Omi's YouTube channel after the raid became dedicated to him trying to regain his wealth, start new businesses, buy more cars, all while the feds were watching him. He started a printing company / merch brand under the name Reloaded, where he made and sold all different types of clothing out of a room in his house.
That's what's up.
Keep in mind, he had his construction business and various other side hustles that kept him paid. Plus, it's not like the feds emptied his bank accounts entirely. Omi kept saying he was broke, but his version of broke is going from tens of millions to maybe just a few millions. But it wouldn't be long before the FBI came back.
The whole FBI situation, it seems like they're trying to tack on money laundering charges, tax evasion charges.
Man, look, you need to start getting all your shit out of your name and in one of your kids' name or something, bro.
2016 to 2018, when Omi made tens of millions of dollars, he admits that he did not pay his taxes. However, he had a reason. He claims that the accountant he hired told him that she was CPA certified when she wasn't, and that she never paid his taxes the right way, but he was more than willing to pay the millions he owed. However, once he finally got together the money to pay his taxes, it was stolen from him. He posted a video titled, and that she never paid his taxes the right way, but he was more than willing to pay the millions he owed. However, once he finally got together the money to pay his taxes, it was stolen from him. He posted a video titled, I got robbed for $1 million, in which he claims that he took $920,000 out of the bank in cash to give to his accountant. He left for Dallas for 2 days, and while he was gone, someone cut the power off from his house and stole the cash, some electronics, and his girlfriend's purses.
I don't know if that's true or not saying that he's lying. I don't know the whole situation and some more shit, but what I will say is probably was the feds' ass, bro. They ass ain't fucking right. They ain't right. You think they moral as fuck? They not.
The funny part is, a lot of his own fans were suspicious. It seemed like Omi was trying to stash $1 million and throw off the feds by setting up a robbery. Sorry, IRS, I can't pay my taxes because somebody stole my money and here's my YouTube video to prove it. Plus, you have to think, why would anyone bother stealing Xboxes and TVs when you have $1 million cash? Conveniently, this video was posted on the same day that Omi released his very first sneaker, the Omi Zeros, which was just a Nike Jordan 1 silhouette that replaced the swoosh with a lightning bolt. He even took the Air Jordan branding and replaced it with Air Omi. Now, taking the Nike silhouette for a shoe brand isn't something new. It was a really hot trend for the past few years. I even bought myself a pair. Omi would slap the word Reloaded on a popular team's logo, or really any iconic brand trade dress.
Man, he is just like, man, please sue me. Like, that's all I hear. That's all I see when I look at it. I'm like, man, please sue the fuck out of me. Somebody sue the fuck out of me. I need to lose some more money. Sue the hell. You know, that's all I'm saying, bro.
It's pretty clear
That's
that
all I'm
Omi's
seeing from
specialty is copyright infringement. Building an original brand is way too much work and too risky. However, things got really bad for Omi in September of 2021 when he was formally indicted with criminal copyright infringement, wire fraud, money laundering, and several other crimes. The
Damn.
feds came back once again and raided his house for the second time. This time, he made much bigger headlines and was even interviewed on the news.
Just to be crystal clear, the indictment that came down today, you're saying you're completely innocent of those?
Not completely innocent would be a false statement. Now, ignorance is no excuse for the law.
Again, you'd imagine
I wouldn't talk about nothing, bro. You cannot talk about shit with the news. They are not working for you. They are working for themselves and the people that are going to serve them, and vice versa. They serve.
someone
Bruh.
would be quiet during this instance, or at the very least have their lawyer speak for them, but Omi was still convinced that he exploited the system. Omi's whole life at this point was dedicated to fighting this case. He barely uploaded YouTube videos, maybe once a month, and when he did, you could just tell this man's spirit was broken. But after months of deliberation from his legal counsel, Omi pleaded guilty in February of 2022.
I'm letting you guys know that I'm pleading guilty. Long talks with my attorney, and
They don't be for
it's the
you
best
either.
option, you know.
They don't be for you either, bro. Low key.
Ignorance is no excuse, like I've always said, and to me, it's about accepting responsibility.
Now he was going to serve some time in prison. 3 US government attorneys say that Omar, aka Omi and a Hellcat,
15 years. They don't even give 15 years for child touches, bro. They ain't even res EDP and shit. This nigga was trying to meet up with people for cupcakes, have them lick icing off of him and shit. Bro, you know what I'm saying? People go to jail and shoot people, don't even get 15 years and shit. That's what the
should
type
serve
of shit.
15 years and 8 months in prison for crimes related to his pirate IPTV service, Gears TV. So he spent all of his time grinding to get his business affairs in order so his family can survive while he is away. But
That's
on
a
March
real
7th,
dude.
2023, Omi finally met his fate. United States District Court for the Eastern
Fuck
District
y'all.
of Pennsylvania, Judge Harvey Bartle III acknowledged
you.
that the advisory guidelines of 24 years would be highly unusual for a copyright matter, and therefore decided that 66 months would be enough to punish Omar and send a deterrent message to
Okay.
any of his followers considering the same type of behavior. On
66,
top of the
damn.
5.5 years in prison, Omar got 5 years of supervised release. He had to forfeit $30 million worth of assets, which was mostly vehicles and properties. And he had to pay more than $16 million in restitution.
All right, man, that's some bullshit, bro. That's some bullshit. I'm sorry. He said, like, man, no, you're going to 5 years in prison. You're going to pay $16 million. They trying to make sure that nigga stay broke for the rest of his fucking life.
$10 million to the cable companies and $5 million
Fuck
to the
them.
IRS.
Fuck,
But surprisingly,
never mind. Whoa, hold on now. Hold on. I'm getting a little too trigger happy here now. Motherfucker, fuck him and fuck. Whoa, now. Hold on. I ain't no bitch. But I'm just saying, bro. If you ain't gonna, don't poke the bear unless you want him to scratch.
Omi was happy
I don't
with
know
this
what bears
outcome.
do. Bite.
He could have gave me 15 years if he wanted to.
Yeah.
He really could have.
Yeah, he
really
could have.
could've.
Shout
He
out
coulda
to
gave
him.
me 15 years, and I guess no one would have questioned him on it. And to the fact that he gave me another chance with my kids, like I said, man, I'm always gonna have that man in the back of my mind.
Throughout this entire
All right. Big respect to you, bro, because you could have. bro.
time, Omi's supporters have had his back, and a lot of them don't look at him as a scammer nor a fraudster. Probably
don't.
because most people don't have sympathy for billion-dollar corporations.
I
Omi
don't.
was stealing from corporations and giving their product to regular people for a fair price. He came from nothing in the streets of Philadelphia and built an empire. However, that empire wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for the people who created the demand in the first place. Omi knows what he did was wrong, and he has accepted that he needs to do the time to pay for what he did. Just a few weeks ago, he surrendered himself into prison. If we have any faith in the justice system, we just have to hope that Omi comes out a better and changed man.
Yeah, no. Anyways, a better and changed man. No. Anyways, bro, look. Here's the thing, bro. My boy, I understand, bro. Like, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. I understand what happened, man. Like, you got caught up with it. And, sometimes you can go overboard. It is what it is, bro. When you see something working, you tend to keep on doing it. It is what it is. I see that. That's a natural way of life. He was Robin Hood. That man did steal from the rich and he did give to the poor, bro. At the end of the day, I'm not mad at him. I don't think people should be. The only people I think should be mad at him is cable companies or whatever. You know, it is what it is. They ain't get a little bit of their subscription money. It's fine. They don't share none of that bullshit anyways. And they be raising the prices and they be doing fucked up shit. They really be robbing people. They the ones that need to go to federal prison. But we're not gonna see none of that. So I'll leave that where it's at. At the end of the day, I say, you know, if you do the crime, of course you got to pay. You know what I'm saying? The feds definitely, you know, they do whatever the fuck they want. They get away with every fucking thing. They steal everything. All these cars and all this money. Where the fuck do you think it goes? It goes back to them. It goes back to them. Do you think it sits in an evidence room somewhere? Do you think they give the Lamborghini back to the Lamborghini dealership? No. Do you think they say, "Oh man, all this money, we're gonna go find all these people"? So everybody who's got scammed by him, we're gonna no. They're not gonna do all of that. They're not gonna do any of that bullshit. They're gonna keep the money for themselves. They're gonna keep the cars for themselves. They're gonna keep the jewelry for themselves. They're gonna sell that property to banks and all of that shit. They billions and billions of dollars. They got billions and billions of dollars and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. It's just more fucked up shit. It's just fucked up shit with fucked up people. That's it.